I am so freaking exhausted. Alright, so I worked last night. I went in an hour early so I can get some paperwork done and set up an interview with one of my friend or something, I don't know. He called and asked. So that'll be tomorrow. But I also have like a Teams meeting tomorrow at like 10 a.m. I have to do the interview. I have to finish setting up the store as much as possible.
Blueberry muffins too much.
Yeah, you can have the blueberry muffins if
I
you
like
want.
banana nut.
Well, I couldn't use any of the bananas we had at work. They were gross. I threw away like freaking 6 boxes.
If you get some that are about to go bad, can you get some?
That's fine. Yeah, they're cheap. They're only $1.
Huh?
They're only $1. They're cheap.
Okay. No, I'm talking about you getting ready to write them all.
Yeah. My God. It's one conversation after another, and I'm tired. I'm so fucking tired. My store is a mess. It's like that lady like organized the shelves and put everything like where it's supposed to be, except for one little area. But like the stuff that she pulled off the shelves, she just threw in these big old crates and left them in the aisles. Yeah, that's the face I made too. And she was just like, these totes you clearance out, go tote by tote, and then these you do here, and this you move over here once you're done with that.
Did sorting, but
Yeah, she basically sorted.
that's it. Just sorted everything.
But it looks better in there because all my shelves are lower than where they were. I mean, they were like above people's friggin' heads, and now they're at eye level. So that's great, and everything's organized now and labeled properly with the pricing. Because that wasn't good. I could tell by day one when I walked in there the pricing was all wonky. Somebody wasn't doing it. But it's a good starting point. And now I have a game plan to go tote by tote, as she says. Tote by tote. And pull them out and mark the prices down. That's my comfort nuggets. And get my inventory out the door. I have a week and a half before my audit. I highly doubt I'm going to be able to clearance it all out, but if I don't clearance it all out before the audit, it's going to be one hell of a write-off, and it's all going in the dumpster because I'm not having it on my audit. Not this time around. Popcorn.
Your bag is in the microwave.
I got popcorn. Yeah, the box only had 3 bags in it. So I'm gearing up for my audit in a week and a half. In the meantime, I have to train 2 new overnight people because I had to fire one, and one quit. Literally like an hour before his shift, but I still made him work his shift.
Who quit?
Jaheim.
Oh.
He messaged me an hour before. I don't think I can make it. They need me, blah, 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 at my new job. Which I knew he got a new job, but I'm pretty sure I had a whole nother week or so to train somebody. I literally his shift an hour before he texted me. I'm like, bro, I'm going to bed. I can't help you. I said, you either show up or the store is abandoned and I'm going to call the cops. He showed up. I made him work it. Yeah, don't ever dip on your last day of work. Just get your paycheck. Get those last 8 hours.
Technically, he's not obligated to work, and
He put in a notice for 2 full weeks.
Yeah, but
I'm holding him to it. You can't last minute an hour before your shift.
I mean, 2-week notice doesn't mean anything because you can fire me without notice. So that's my personal philosophy.
Well, if he ever wants to be hired back, you gotta follow policy, which means you have to give me 24-hour notice, and that's not 24-hour notice. So there. But since he worked it, he is eligible for hire back. I probably won't. Starving. I've been dieting. I'm down like 4 pounds already.
Well, good job.
It's another thing. I have to go see my dang weight loss doctor. And I've been up in weight. I went from 225-ish to like, I gained like 10 pounds. So I have to lose like 10 pounds plus. But now I found out that the medication that I was taking causes eye pain. And I had like migraine for like 4 days straight. I'm going like, what is going on? So I looked up the medications individually, and it says topiramate, which is what I was taking, can cause glaucoma and all sorts of eye pain and strain issues and diseases. And if you have pains, stop taking it. Yay me. So now I don't know what to take. I'm upset over it. I'm going to a weight loss doctor and be like, the meds you gave me don't work anymore. And they're causing problems now. Thanks. I'm just fat. Fat and in pain. Num num num. So, yeah. That's another thing. That's in 2 weeks. Also, within the next week and a half, I have to go to North Carolina magically somehow with my broken down car. I'm trying to get either a ride share or a rental or something from corporate. My boss is looking into it. No worries there. My car won't make it because it's got to be in North Carolina for like a whole day. As far as I know, it's for a whole day because I signed up for 1 day. I don't know when I gotta be there. I don't know when I leave. I don't want to be there longer than a day. That's pretty much how the last conference was. This is really short notice. But it's a training thing. Like, it's required. So, they have to figure out how to get me there. I've let them know. Aside from that, I'm going to drop these dolls. You keep laying on me. Let me think. Audit coming up. Shelving. Training. 2 new people I have to train. Oh yeah, fired somebody. My 3rd firing up there. Technically my 2nd. Because technically my 4th. So the first person, it would have been my assistant manager when I first got there. Because she was awful. And she was destroying the paperwork. And she was messing up the money. And the inventory. And it was just through the roof. Everything was wrong. Before I got there, the eco failed at like 74%. When I got there, it's like a 94. Before I got there, the audit was a level 3, which is fail. After I got there, I got to a level 2. We're aiming for level 1 this time around. I'm shooting for the gold. That's a long shot, but I'm shooting for it. I'm trying. I have a week and a half. They don't give me a whole lot of time between these audits. But as soon as I hit level 1, though, they give me longer time in between the audits. It's the fact that it's a level 2 or 3. You got like 45 days to fix it. Or show marked improvement. So I would have fired her, but she transferred out before I even got all that paperwork write-up and stuff. She knew it was coming. And she played favorites with a couple of managers and higher-ups. But, yeah, she played favorites and got transferred over behind my back. I wasn't even notified by anybody. Not by her, not by my manager, not by anybody. Just show up one day and my assistant manager's not there. Magic. The second person was somebody that was drinking on the clock. We got rid of her fast. We kept finding evidence of empty bottles everywhere, in the bathroom, in the walk-in for the cooler, everywhere. And I caught her on camera, basically drunk at work. She was dancing around and just, oh, lively Lucy. Not her normal personality. So, yeah. Bye-bye. But that wasn't my direct firing. That was, I threw that at my area manager at the time, and I was like, you need to get rid of her. Um, and down. He fell.
What fell?
My teddy. They piled teddies on my teddy.
Oh.
Clean your ears out. They piled teddies on me. You see that? Hot mess. As soon as I get home, that's what they do. I fired that other girl for threatening to fight the other girl in the parking lot. That was my first direct outright firing. That was crazy. I about had to call the cops. And then the other night, Saturday night, I come in Sunday morning, about 5 a.m. I start getting the paperwork ready. I already know what I'm doing. For some reason, my coffee lady comes in. She doesn't come in on weekends. I don't know why she's there, but she's in there talking to me in the office. And I'm explaining to her that we're losing that night person or whatever. I don't really know how to handle it, but she had some information from previously of what was going on. It was pertaining to the situation that I was getting from her, which happened with other managers that did nothing about it. And I was like, well, I'm not other managers, and I'm not going to tolerate it, what he did and what he's been doing. And I'm not going to get into it, but it was a lot of company violations. And I was like, I'm not putting up with it. She goes, good. Good. You're different. So he comes up behind us while we're talking, and he goes, oh no, that face doesn't look good. That looks like, what's wrong? And I just kind of look sideways at him, and I'm not comfortable with a confrontation kind of situation, especially when it's bad news, and especially when somebody else is around. And I didn't know how to handle that situation. I'm very new to this kind of stuff. Like, I'm very inexperienced, and I'm learning very quickly. And I just kind of turned to him and I said, we're getting rid of some employees. Unfortunately, we need some fresh faces, and a lot of it is based off of performance issues. It is true. And this comes from my boss, which I have a text message. My boss was the one that said, go ahead and fire him. After I explained what was going on. And I was like, unfortunately, you made the cut. And he goes, oh man. And he just kind of walks away. I was like, he's either going to cry or he's going to have a fit. So I was like, I don't want this to escalate. So I'm going to just shut up and sit here for a minute. And he goes and he's talking to some regular customers about what's going on. With what limited information he's got. He buys some alcohol and some cigarettes. And he goes out the building. And I'm in there and I start typing up the rest of the paperwork. And he comes up behind me again. Scares the mess out of me. Hey, like did he say like what specifically, or like, I was like, I really don't know. There's really not a whole lot I can tell you right now. I don't do confrontation. He scared the shit out of me. Sorry. He was like, well, can I get his number? I was like, I cannot give out an area manager's number, I'm sorry. He was like, well, can I use you as a reference for another job? I was like, yeah, buddy, sure. I mean, obviously, you know, your prior employer should be a reference, one way or another. Good, bad, or not. And all we can really say in a reference is, as a private employer, yes, you worked there, and for how long? We can't give much other information. I think he was there for like a couple of years. Unfortunately. And then when he left, I finished up the write-up paperwork and everything. I was very detailed in the reasons why and everything on that, and the reasons why I could not handle explaining it to him. So I was very honest. They all know I'm a new manager. They all know I'm learning this as I go. They all know I'm gonna make a couple of mistakes here and there. I didn't say anything entirely detrimental, according to my boss. It's just, he's like, you know, go to the next phase and you just continue learning. You get better at it, unfortunately. So that's what I gotta do, is I gotta get better at it. So I'll practice that, I guess. Look up some how-to videos. That's hard. That's not easy. And I've had this conversation with the marketing lady that came into my store to fix up my store. She sets up new stores. She resets current stores. She takes stores from franchise to corporate and fixes them back into corporate how they're supposed to be. She fixes up the buildings, basically. She gets it straight. And she's been giving me a lot of advice. And her biggest advice was that I would be best placed as an area manager, because I have that mindset and I have that skill set and I have that preference to be more number focused and paperwork focused than customer and employee focused. And I think she's right. Like, I think that's my main goal, is to just be a higher management where I don't have to do all the bottom, I call it like trivial stuff. Like, it's all trivial. It's nitpicking and delegating and I don't enjoy any of it. And I don't know how to do it, and I'm not good at it, and it frustrates me, and then I get upset over it. So I think I would like going store to store, building up a store, teaching another manager how to understand their numbers and their math and what to do about it and how to fix something. I want to be a fixer, you know? Like, I want to fix numbers. That's what I went to college for. Accounting and business. I want to fix numbers. She said I'd be perfect for it. So I told her, once I learn one store and I show that I know what I'm doing and I'm figuring it out, maybe I'll go for it. Maybe I'll start doing the training programs on the workday thing and that they offer. Not workday. The university thing that they offer. And start learning. Maybe one day I'll get lucky. They'll promote me. Move me to a different district. Bring in another manager. Maybe somebody more skilled than me. Keep the store up. I can set them up. But yeah. That's kind of the goal now. Other than that, I'm gonna eat my popcorn. I'm gonna watch my show. And I'm gonna try and get as much rest as I can because I gotta work tonight. And then I go to my teams meeting, an interview. Wait for my boss to show up because he wants to see how the reset's going so far. Which, to be fair, the store's a mess. There's stuff everywhere. And totes. She just kind of threw stuff in totes. But he wants to see the progress. And he wants to see that I've marked a lot of stuff down on clearance already. Which I have. And after he is there and leaves, I don't know what time he's going to be there. He said early afternoon. Hopefully I'm not there all day again. I have to take Robert to his PT by 3:30. And then I need to sleep because I have to work again. But it all depends on how fast this new girl is learning stuff. Because last night she was awesome. Like, she was sweeping and didn't have to be asked. She was wiping down equipment. She was putting food up, fresh food up. She was like, oh, this is simple. This is like dummy proof. I was like, see, I told you. It's so easy. People make it so complicated. It's so easy. It's just finding the time. It's time management is all it is. In between customers, go do one task, come back. Go do another task, come back. It's a lot of back and forth, unfortunately. Easier if you have two people. One person can go do all the tasks and one person can stay up at the front. I mean, she did the truck order, unloading it last night and checking it in and everything. She learned that in 2 seconds. I took the last guy I trained for 3-4 days to figure that out. It's not that hard. She's a keeper. So far. I want to meet his friend's friend tomorrow and see what experience he has. If he has any experience in retail, he'll work. If he doesn't, he might struggle. He might struggle. This girl used to work at a Waffle House. She got this. I'm gonna let you go.